Today I am going to be showcasing Shanks, a unit that you can obtain from the Legend stage right here. Legend stage 6 in Marine HQ. You can obtain him, there's a 1% chance of getting him, and then you also get his evolved material. The thing is, by the time you get Shanks, you're gonna have way more than enough evolved material to actually evolve him. He evolves into an exclusive unit, and I would say he's probably the best unit I have. In terms of like his base stats when he's max upgraded, he is the strongest unit that I have right now, if you don't consider that Kirito can ramps up over time. But let's just look at his stats. He's a mythical or exclusive unit. If you look at his stats here, a lot of HP. Now, what you want to focus on when building Shanks in terms of your build, you want to focus on attack damage. The reason you want to focus on attack damage is that's going to be what he mainly deals. He does have an ability that do ability damage. However, when you upgrade him to his max level, his ability damage does not change. So even with like a very low ability damage, his actual ability is still going to be hitting very hard. So I would focus on attack damage. Now, I also went for a little bit of a crit build, so he's just going to do a lot of damage. The trait that I have on him is Marksman. The reason I have this isn't because like it's like the best trait you have on him. I would say if it's like a normal common trait, go for like Nimble. If it's the purple epic trait, Marksman is probably the best one for him. For Mythic, I might have gone for like Vampiric or something like that. Now, the equipments that I'm using on him is Spectator. I'm gonna tell you the reason behind Spectator later. But what Spectator grants is Insight and Foresight. Every 8 seconds, it's gonna give you 1 true dodge. And then every time he does dodge something, he gains a bit of mana. Next is Phantom Dancer. As I've said before in every last one of my videos, this is probably the strongest item to have on anyone. You just put this on any single unit and it's gonna work. Next is Blade of or Key of Babylon. The reason I'm using this is because it gives attack speed and quite a bit of critical chance. It also gives you a little bit of a 25% damage boost in terms of normal attack damage. So overall, this is like a pretty decent set to have on your Shanks. Now, to his ability. He has 3, which is very impressive. First one, just attack in an AoE dealing attack damage. Second one is doing ability damage. And as I said before, this massive ability damage doesn't really change. So even if you put on like equipments that boost your ability damage, your skill damage for your second ability, it's going to be the same thing. Finally, we have superior slashes, attempt to perform multiple slashes doing mixed damage. So it doesn't matter what you focus on, it's going to lash out both normal attack damage and your ability damage. Shanks have a lot of passive. His first one, simple, a little bit of HP gain. Swordsman Spirit, again, simple attack damage and attack speed. Now, his Haki is decent because of that 15% penetration, but overall it's just a decent buff. Crimson Conqueror, one of his ability. Now, his Observation Haki and his Observation Aura. Every 10 seconds, this champion activate an aura, giving him 2 seconds of parry frame. So every time they attack you with a normal attack, he's just going to be immune to that. Now, Observation Aura A, Observation Aura now lasts for 4 seconds and give the champion 1 true dodge token. This is why I use Spectator on him, because Spectator also give a dodge token every 8 seconds and the ability to gain mana from dodging. So paired with the Observation Aura, this is just gonna maximize Spectator's ability. Now, Observation Killer gain Parry Ignore and Dodge Ignore. So he's gonna hit through enemies even if they have Dodge or Parry, slightly. Emperor of Sea. Overall enhancement to abilities and passive, increase armor, resistant attack speed, and attack damage. Meaning that every other passive and abilities that we have seen so far is going to be boosted even more. Although we can't see exactly how much it's boosted by, I would say it's boosted by quite a lot when you look at how he performs in an actual game. Finally, we have his Conqueror Aura, basically his ultimate ability. That's an active ability, so you have to press it for it to activate. So charge up all of his Conqueror's energy and burst towards enemies, paralyzing them and dealing devastating ability damage. Again, ability damage, it's not going to change no matter the equipments you have on him. It's just going to hit very hard. Now, that's basically his base stats. So let's jump into an actual game and see how he performs. All right, I've loaded into a match. As you can see, he costs 610 to actually spawn. So we're not going to be able to spawn him on the first wave. So we're going to have to tank one shot right here from the enemy team. Oop, there we go. And now you can spawn him in on the second wave. His base stats pretty strong. His armor is very high. Even when it's like fully max upgraded, it's going to get a lot higher. His attack damage and his abilities dealing decent damage. I think it's about average compared to like every other mythic on his base form. Look at this. Look at how fast he kills them. You can see his stats. All right, let's see. Skip. Just dealing a lot of damage. Okay, skip again. And he's not even upgraded yet. How many wave can I go on? Look at the damage he's dealing. And there you go. He dashed out an ability once. Okay. Now let's upgrade him. One upgrade. Let's click this. He gains foresight. Upgrade again. And upgrade again. Now we get his second ability. Okay. So now he's doing a lot of attack damage. And as you can see, he's doing over 1,000 ability damage, even though his ability damage base stats here is only 83. Even if you increase this number, it doesn't change this by a lot, which is kind of odd. I've tried it with I don't know what the gear is called. It's an epic gear that gives 60 ability damage. Did not change this ability damage whatsoever. Okay, and he's just absolutely destroying the enemy. I would say you want to go for a vampiric trait. It would be very nice if he can do some self-healing, since he's a very tanky unit by itself and deal a lot of damage, just to boost his survivability. Upgrade 5, he gains all his observational aura. Okay, let's see him in battle. He's not even taking damage, that's the thing. He's now having over 50% damage reduction. Now he's max upgraded. Okay, so he's do 7,000 damage here, 6,000 damage here. Almost 60% in terms of damage reduction in his armor. His attack damage is insanely high. His attack speed's insanely high too. Okay, that's because my game speed's at ×3. Okay, his attack speed is 1.81, which is very high. I think that's because of the gear. Yeah, I have 2 gears that boost attack speed. All right, let's see him. At 1x speed, how does he function? Okay, and everything is dead. All right. Okay, so I'm just gonna have it on like autoplay. And I'm gonna talk about my upcoming videos, which I mean, I have seen a lot of requests of videos to make. Some of them are just like trolls, like showcasing a rare unit. I might actually do it just out of the fun of it. But I'm gonna try to showcase like every single mythic unit that I haven't showcased yet, such as Light Admiral and Ace. I might also showcase Nami. And I've also got a request saying I should do tips and tricks, so like a tutorial on how to actually beat the legend stages and get like evolved material for all these different mythic, and how to get like Shanks himself. So that's like some video ideas that are coming out in the future. So if you want to watch any of that, subscribe, like the video, and stay tuned. Now let's look at what Shanks is doing. On the last wave, I'm gonna try to click his ability to see how much damage he's gonna be dashing out. Okay, that's a lot of enemies. Actually, I'm gonna try to do it here. If I just activate his awaken ability here, let's see how he does here. Ooh, freezes everything, and oh, it's constant damage, and it lasts for quite a while. The map's still red. How long does this ability last? Okay, it lasts for like a good 5 seconds at minimum. So it paralyzes everything for 5 seconds, and every single second, as you can see, it did about 900 damage per second. So that's like 4k to 5k damage over that time period. Overall, a very strong awakened power. I would say it's better than Kirito and the the Ice Admiral. I would say it's better than those two. Their abilities are similar. It's like big AOE damage and freeze the enemy for some time. But I would say Shanks is a lot more stun power and a lot more damage. Okay, his awakened power is already back, and I think that's just easy way 15 instantly done. Yep, and look at his damage here: 6k, 8k. Where did he go? Yo, where are you going? Is Shanks himself stunned during this time? He might be. I think he stopped attacking while he's using his ability, but he didn't seem to be taking any damage. That's probably because everything else is also stunned. All right, that's GG. That's pretty much the showcase for this video. Have a good day.